Other interesting political news, you have Arkansas to force Chinese state-owned land to be given up, and they're the first state to do so, which is kind of pathetic. Texas isn't the first state taking the lead. Nevertheless, they have a little speech here in addition to a little text. Now, this tweet that comes thanks to Leading Report, and they say in the text before the video, they say, quote, breaking, Arkansas becomes the first state in the nation to force a Chinese state-owned company to give up its American land, unquote. And needless to say, as a youth might say, this went viral, getting 7.8 million views within 48 hours on the Twitter, or as 18 people call it, X. Now, interestingly enough, if you have a suggestion for picture-in-picture, I'd greatly appreciate it. Still looking for a good recording software. We can actually just have the video there, like right above my shoulder, somewhere up there, ideally. But right now I'm currently using OBS software, and the last two softwares I attempted to use for picture-in-picture subsequently didn't work at all. With one of them, the camera wouldn't even turn on, ridiculously enough. So if you have suggestions in the comments, please let me know, because I do want to make the show better and better for everyone. Now, without further ado, I will go ahead and play that.
I'm announcing that Syngenta, a Chinese state-owned agrochemical company, must give up its land holdings in Arkansas. Syngenta owns 160 acres in northeast Arkansas, which it uses primarily for seed research. The company that owns Syngenta, ChemChina, is also on the Department of Defense's list of Chinese military companies posing a clear threat to our state. Seeds are technology. Chinese state-owned corporations filter that technology back to their homeland, stealing American research and telling our enemies how to target American farms. That is a clear threat to our national security and to our grape farmers, especially since the Chinese government enacted a law in 2017 requiring Chinese citizens abroad to collaborate with their country's security officials on intelligence work with no questions asked. This isn't about where you're from. We welcome Chinese Americans, Russian Americans, and anyone else who's given up foreign oppression for American freedom. This is about where your loyalties lie. We simply cannot trust those who pledge allegiance to a hostile foreign power. That's why I signed Act 525, sponsored by Representative McKenzie and Senator Boyd, to ban Chinese and Russian-made drones. And it's why I signed Act 758, sponsored by Representative McAlinden and Senator Stubblefield, banning public contracts with the CCP. We will make sure that every company operating in Arkansas is a friend to Arkansas and good to hardworking Arkansans. Secretary Ward has already notified Syngenta about this decision. If they refuse to sell, our Attorney General can move forward with legal proceedings and force them to get out of our state. Arkansas will always protect our farmers and our national security interest.
So
I'm announcing that...
Again, I don't know if it's a feature or bug, but the videos always seem to just replay themselves almost immediately after you view them on the Twitter, or as, again, 7 people call it, or maybe 18 people call it at most, the X. Now, it's also one of those fascinating things where Florida tried a similar approach where they tried to ban, I believe it was not businesses, but also Chinese citizens from buying land in the United States, which, again, in terms of equality, you can't buy land in China. Like, if you and I, for some reason, went over to China, you can't buy land there. And I believe it's the same for American businesses as well. And to have such a vast, overwhelming great amount of land in the United States owned by a foreign entity that is more of a frenemy than anything else, that's quite concerning. I'm actually surprised more states aren't doing something like this. Now, in terms of comments, and again, 7.8 million people viewed the video, and it looks like 119,000 liked it. So it looks like going to the comic section, you've got All Killer No Filler, which, say, B+ for good name. Everyone knows that was a good album back in the day. Now this person says, quote, U.S.-owned assets abroad total more than $31 trillion. When countries return the favor, it will affect our economy negatively by decreasing corporate revenue. Something to think about, unquote. This person did get 519 likes out of the 100,000 views, which is a good, interesting point. Now, I'd be fascinated to know how much of that is in China and how much of that is land versus setting up a factory, be interested to see more of analysis of that breakdown or that statement. Somebody by the name of Jitendra Chandri said, quote, "War is not the solution to any problem because war gives such wounds that cannot heal throughout life. Therefore, peace can be established in the entire world, and on an international organization and international leaders should mediate peace talks between Israel and Palestine. The attack on hospital." But okay, that's 35 likes, but nothing to do with the original post. Nevertheless, I was trying to find something that's more relevant to the video. Somebody by the name of Tendo Nintendo said, quote, "Bro, about time. I was just saying this as a sophomore in high school. A few years later, every chicken on Earth stopped laying eggs at the same time. It doesn't take a genius to see that it was only because of the grain they were eating was targeted for the environment and the only thing in common," unquote. Person got 473 likes. The Jefferson said, quote, "They need to ban BlackRock from buying houses to control the market," unquote. This one's got 4,403 likes. Someone by the name of Bottom Feeder, which A+ for name because their profile picture is of a fish that is a bottom feeder. Though a picture of a politician would have also been appropriate. Person simply said, "Good job," and got 165 likes. Somebody named Bradley Productions said, quote, "God bless Sarah Sanders," unquote, with American flag emoji. Got 1,898 likes. Someone, the Texas one, actually said, quote, "Where are you at? Hashtag Greg Abbott, Texas." Got 535 likes. That's a good point. What is he going to do? Because all these politicians want to look good. If they see a colleague of theirs doing something, pretty good odds they're going to copy-paste that idea because, of course, it'll make them look good. Costa Pariano says, quote, "The rest of the nation needs to follow in their footsteps," unquote. They got 1,818 likes. Someone by the name of Fox said, quote, "Total Rockstar Patriot, Sarah Huckabee," got 629 likes. Someone by the name of B. Weaver saying, quote, "Damn, Arkansas was the first one to have balls. Didn't see that coming. Good for them," unquote. Getting 61 likes. Someone by the name of American Trucker saying, quote, "This is how you govern. Great job," unquote. Getting 316 likes. A lot of people saying, Mr. Me Mill saying, quote, "Every state in the country should follow suit," unquote. Getting 393 likes. Someone by the name of Joshua Walker, another top response, said, quote, "There's no reason for any enemy of the state to hold any domestic property. This is leaps and bounds ahead of DeSantis. Kudos," unquote. This person got 1,138 likes. A lot of people, we'll do one more top response. Mr. Luzidians said, quote, "This should be the rule and not the exception. Bravo, Arkansas," unquote. Got 506 likes. So we do have a couple contrarians saying that they do not agree with the action. Some people asking about the implications. But overall, I would say, yeah, overwhelming majority, I say 90+% of these responses are all applauding the governor of Arkansas, then asking, when is my local state, or some of these folks asking when are the other states going to follow suit. So, in terms of moves on political chessboard, Sarah Huckabee seems to have made a brilliant political move. Let me know in the comments what kind of implications you think this might have for other politicians trying to copy it, and what it might mean for global businesses that have entities and assets all over the planet. That'll be another interesting question to see, but as I always say, time shall tell. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. We're trying to get again to 4,000 subscribers by the end of October, so you can click that button. I greatly appreciate it. Also, don't forget to take the time to comment. Your feedback is greatly appreciated as we want to make the show better and better and better. Also, liking the video is a great way to show support and show that you appreciate the content. And if you think it should be worse, or you think you probably don't want it to be worse, but nevertheless, if you think it could be improved, give it a downvote. Let me know in the comments what I could do better next time. Also, lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your coworkers, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.